Hello everyone and welcome back to the English session. So in today's video we will be talking about the story When Wishes Come True, written by Rabindranath Tagore. So children, before we proceed, let me tell you, as the name of the story indicates, like the name of the story is When Wishes Come True. So obviously, the story is related to the theme. The story basically is related to the wishes that we make and what happens when these wishes come true. Let's see the story. So, the story has been written by Rabindranath Tagore, who was a Bengali poet, philosopher, playwright, artist, composer, and novelist. And he was the first Indian who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1913. Right? So, in this story, we'll come across two main characters, Subal Chandra and Sushil Chandra. So Subal Chandra is the father and Sushil Chandra is the son, right? Now see how humorously, how in a humorous way the writer has named his characters. Father Subal Chandra, right? The word Subal means powerful, somebody with strength, whereas he is just the opposite of what his name is. He is a feeble old man, right? And Sushil Chandra, the son, the word Sushil, the word Sushil itself means like gentle and very decent. But how is this boy? Exactly the opposite. He's very naughty and very mischievous, right? So when the story begins, we see that Sushil Chand, the son, he is in his bed and he is not willing to go to school. Why? Because there are two reasons. He has a geography test, and in their neighborhood there is a family named Bose. There's Bose family, and they have a firework show in the evening, and they're going to make all preparations throughout the day. So Sushil doesn't want to miss that. So he wishes to go there, and he doesn't. This is the reason why he doesn't want to go to school, right? So when the story begins, we see he is not willing to go to school, and the father is he is not very happy with this behavior of the child. The child says that he has a severe stomachache, and very quickly the father gets to know. He understands that he is just trying to give an excuse to stay away from the school. So he gets him a very bitter brew, a bitter soup to basically teach him a lesson. So the father, Subal Chandra, goes, first he locks the child in the room and tells him that he would not go out from home for the entire day, right? He locks the child inside the room, and then he goes out on the veranda, sits over there, and he thinks about his childhood days, right? And he wishes that if he goes back to his childhood days, he would study a lot, and he would work very hard, and he would study a lot, because he did not do it when he was a child, because he was quite pampered by his parents. While on the other hand, Sushil Chand, who's locked inside the room, he wishes that if he grows up like his father, then he would do whatever he wants, and nobody would stop him. He would play with his friends throughout the day. He would jump into a pool. He would climb up on a tree and do whatever he wishes, right? Meanwhile, it happens at that same time, goddess was passing from there, and she heard uh, I mean these two, the father and the son, and she appeared and she said that their wishes would be granted. So next morning when they woke up, the father was now a little boy and the son was now an old man, right? Now what happened? The father, who is now a little boy, he does all the mischiefs, he goes out, he's very noisy, and the old man, who's the son, Sushil Chand, who is now the father, he is just irritated by the noise of this little boy, right? Now he wished that he would do whatever he want. He goes out to climb a tree, and once he climbs up to the lowest branch, somehow he manages to catch hold of the lowest branch, but then immediately he falls on the ground. So he could not do whatever he wanted, right? So and the same thing with the little boy also. He doesn't want to study, he doesn't want to work hard, he goes all around doing mischiefs. And then they realize that they were better in their own age only, right? So they repented and they wished to get back to their real self, right? Their real age. Fine. So Shil Chandra now wanted to get back to his childhood days, and Subal Chandra, who was the father, he also wanted to go back to his real self, right? So again, the goddess granted the wish and they were back in their own age, right? So this is the story all about. Please read the story well, and now let me just tell you the theme, what this story teaches us. So children, we see through this story, Tagore wants us to understand that we can't always get what we aspire for, and even if we do, we have to face bitter consequences. It is a regular notion among all that other people are in better situations than us, and we land up cribbing and complaining. So Subal Chandra complained, and at the same time Sushil Chandra also complained, right, about their age and their life. But when when it got exchanged again, they were unhappy, right? So it's a regular notion among all that other people are in better situations than us, and we'll end up cribbing and complaining all the time. Rather, we should learn to be happy and contented with what we have, and not criticize about what we haven't got. So we should be happy with whatever we have, should be contented and enjoy whatever we have, right? We also need to realize that childhood is a special phase of life and that should be enjoyed to its fullest. So this is the message, this is the lesson that is being conveyed through the story when wishes come true. So read the story well, and we'll meet soon in the next session. Thank you so much.